Centennial today because we're hanging out at Outabounds Ski and Board. They are one of our sponsors for our Get Lifted series, and we're here to check out all things behind the scenes. We're gonna check out how I get fitted to get on the mountain, as well as everything that they do for your boards, your skis, all the gear they have inside. So basically, let's get lifted with Outabounds. Let's go. Ski and Board, and I'm hanging out with Emilio, and he is going to be helping us, guiding us through kind of the steps of what it's like for everyone who wants to come by, get fitted, and rent skis or snowboards, and kind of like what those beginning steps will look like, right? So I'm a snowboarder, but he's going to take us through the whole process of kind of how he fits you for boots. You're just going to kind of have some fun with it. We're going to roll with it, and we're going to see what you choose for me. Sound good?
Sounds good.
All right, so you tell us, what does the first process look like?
So, well, we start with, your shoe size.
Right.
So, like, I like to ask first, but I like to measure just to make sure.
Okay.
So what size do you wear?
I'm typically like a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
And could you take the shoes off?
Yes, you take off the shoes. Okay, here's the little one.
Okay, let's see. That's your left foot, right? Or right?
Right foot.
Sorry, other way. There we go.
We got it. We got it.
There we go. Okay, so looks like you said you wear a 7, right?
I do.
Yeah, looks like you are about a 7. You want to check the other foot there?
I always just assumed I had the same size feet.
Yeah, it looks like actually your right foot might be just a tiny bit bigger. Like a 6.5 in the left.
Okay, cool.
So let's see, probably a 7.
So apparently I'm 2 different sizes of feet, which I didn't even know that. Like, I literally thought I was a 7 of both feet. So Emilio's gonna help us sister out because apparently I'm doing it wrong.
Get down in there. And so a good fit, like you should be able to feel the end of the boot with your toes, but still wiggle a little bit.
Right.
Like you want it kind of snug, but not too tight.
Emilio!
Is it not working?
No.
This might be too small.
Is it too small? I don't think I can get that one.
Okay.
Let's try another one. We're gonna do round 2. Because when I started first learning snowboarding, I kind of just like went with it and listened to my friends, which is fine. But it's nice to get professionally fitted for what you're looking for. And this is a great place to do that. So I'm gonna have you actually go ahead and do it for me. Set me up and tighten it so that you can kind of show people what that looks like.
So that feels good?
Yep, that feels good.
Okay, so yeah, so we pulled it out to like untighten it, but then we pop it back in to tighten it up.
That's my favorite sound.
Oh, wait a minute. We can actually, come on. No? Okay, yeah. Gotta pop it back in and it'll go all the way. Cool. And so you want to tighten it down to where it's like snug, but not, too tight where it'll
uncomfortable.
Snap the wire in there. And the boa mechanism is actually really cool.
It's so nice.
Makes it so convenient.
It's so nice.
And they're actually, I think they're based here in Denver.
Oh, okay, that's great.
Like, they have a location downtown, I believe.
Awesome.
Cool. And so like, yeah, they do like a full warranty. They fix it if it breaks or whatever. And I guess the guy who started it, like, let's see, he was working on like heart surgery and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
I guess they were using similar technology and he was like, hey, I can apply this to boots.
That is so cool. I did not know that. That is like a crazy fact.
He's like, started the whole boa company, I think like 10 years ago or something. Might be even a little. So, let's see. Do those have side tightness? No, cool. And so those feel good?
Those feel great.
Like,
I'm ready to hit the mountain.
You can wiggle your toes.
I can wiggle my toes.
Feel the end of the boot. Hell yeah.
We're good to go.
Sweet.
So what is our next move now that we got our boots fitted?
So after we get boots, we see what size kind of bindings you're looking for. And so like different companies and brands have different, you know, sizing charts. They accommodate different size boots.
Perfect.
So like they typically have a little chart either here or, you know, like or here that, you know, will tell you like what size corresponds to this size boot there.
Perfect.
Then, let's see, I believe Solomon's is on the bottom there, so they've got a nice big chart.
Oh, that's awesome.
A lot easier to read.
So basically you get fitted for your boots and then you find bindings to put your feet in to help you stay on the board. Very important.
So yeah, then once we've got boots and bindings picked out, we pick boards or skis, right?
Awesome, okay.
It's just we do the boots first because it tends to take the longest amount of time, you know, trying on different boots, seeing what feels good.
Right. Are these my size, Troy?
They're a little small.
Sure. Okay. So for like, oh yeah, this is what Troy says my size board is.
Yes.
That's so evil. Well, I guess I'm ready to shred. Just kidding. So how do I pick a board based on like my size? What do you recommend?
So let's see.
Obviously not this one.
Yeah, typically you want kind of between like your chin and your kind of collarbone neck area.
So actually, let me quiz you. So this is a board that I picked out. Would you recommend? Okay. Yeah. This is my favorite board right here.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good board.
Is it a good size?
So that might be a little long for you.
Too long.
So it's going like across your mouth.
So to jaw?
Like it would just be a little bit, you know, harder to handle.
So you pick which one I would do.
Shorter.
It's because I'm short.
42. Yeah, that'd probably be a good height for you too. And so like these are a good kind of beginning price board, like $330 for a pretty good kind of intermediate to advanced board. Like got a little bit of camber underfoot, rocker, like just makes it really playful, kind of snappy and poppy. Whereas something a little more basic, even like, or you know, a little less kind of more beginner style, no camber, really like just makes it easier to turn like a top, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. So it does matter what kind of board you get, right? Because you want to know like
depending on your
level.
Style.
Yeah. And now you have to tell to our listeners, what does goofy and regular mean?
Okay. So let's see. Regular is leading with your left foot and pushing. Well, so like at least for skateboarding, right?
Yeah.
You push with your right?
Yes.
And lead with your left. Whereas like I'm actually goofy, so like I lead with my right and push with my left.
Right.
But so yeah, like it's just, you know, some boards are kind of, actually most boards are pretty directional. Mm-hmm. So like for example, this guy. So like this is very directional. So like if you're, you know, goofy, you'd want it, you know, your right foot on the front here, whereas if you're regular, you'd want it straight the other way. So
perfect.
It just depends on how you want your bindings set up, what you want to lead with.
Perfect.
What feels natural to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so like a true twin like this, you know, you can set up either way, goofy or regular, and
absolutely
set it to different stances. Like most people have a pretty kind of neutral stance, so especially if you're just beginning, kind of neutral stance will help you figure out if you're goofy or regular if you don't know yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Just see which feels more comfortable, you know.
Okay, perfect. And what is the biggest takeaway from, I guess, riding? Obviously, helmet, right?
Yeah, safety first.
You want a helmet. So how do you recommend like sizing for helmets?
Okay, so helmets, you want to go like You want it snug, again, kind of like with the boots. You want it snug, but not too tight, like not uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure that it's not wiggling when you shake your head.
Right.
Right. So it's not going to come loose, and in the event of an accident or crash, you want that secure.
Yeah, you want that to stay on, right? Okay, cool. Well, I think I'm gonna go now look at some gear, and then I'm gonna come back to you, and you're gonna tell me if I'm good to go. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, perfect. We'll be back. Another cool thing, Flow Fam, with Outabounds Ski and Board is they offer season rentals as well as servicing and adjusting your own gear. So if you have your skis or your snowboards, bring them on in and they'll get that done for you locally. It's super cool. Flow Fam, thanks so much for hanging out with Brittany B today for checking out Outabounds Ski and Board over here in Centennial. Once again, they're our sponsors for the Get Lifted series. So it's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait for you to join me on our next session of Get Lifted on Saturday.